show where we always get to know the coolest bands in town, so come and hang around. We got a plate of food hot and ready for you. Bands and burgers.
Hi, welcome to Bands and Burgers, the coolest cooking show in the world.
Your most favoritist cooking show in the world.
The best cooking show in the world.
The coolest cooking show not on Food Network in the world.
The coolest cooking show on YouTube.
In the world.
If you haven't seen the last episode, be sure to check it out above and subscribe down below.
Very much appreciated.
Really helps us out. Today's guest is
Augie!
In the world, so you gotta embrace it. Give it and you take it. Never let another convince you in the way. Shit is free game. Street fame, and I pay for the plus. So destruction's a must when you trust in the heat wave. And for peace sake, I don't need fame. These days gotta be straight. Pave the way with the flow on point. Every day is a war, so I grab my torch and my boys like we hunting. Kill it like it's nothing.
And what has Augie chosen for us to make?
Augie has chosen Tri-Tip.
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 Try this too.
Hey.
Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and get right into it. So we have the same cut of tri-tip. We just cut it in half. So it's the same piece of meat. So it's really coming down to how we prepared it, seasoned it, cooked it, all that. We've also got some au gratin scalloped potatoes, and we're going to be doing some Caesar salad for the sides.
Sounds about right.
So I have been marinating mine for the past 24 hours with my own specialty marinade that I made myself.
Got it from the store. Don't believe them.
Nope. I used brown sugar, honey, got some onion powder, ground black pepper, Italian seasoning, paprika, and some basil. All that mixed up into this bag for 24 hours. It'll get all them juices in there and nice and flavorful. Just good enough to kick Angel's butt.
I didn't get the chance to get the meat last night, so I didn't get a chance to marinate. So I'm just going to be doing a dry rub today. I'm going to be putting on some Himalayan pink salt, some onion powder, some garlic salt, some lemon pepper, some basil, some regular pepper, and I'm going to put some olive oil on that, and then I'm going to cook it on this Ninja. I believe he's going to cook it in the oven, so we'll see how it turns out.
You know, I looked up recently because I was eating some goldfish, and I looked up.
It's made out of real goldfish, huh?
Yeah. So goldfish is made from Pepperidge Farms, you know, and you know how on the logo of Pepperidge Farms it's like a farm. So I looked up. I was like, is Pepperidge Farms even a farm? It was.
Really?
Now it's a factory.
Good old capitalism. No one can beat capitalism.
But it was actually a pretty cool backstory. The founder of Pepperidge Farms was some woman named Margaret.
A woman running a farm,
And
who let her out of the kitchen?
she was like, the funny thing is, she started in the kitchen.
What? Who let her out? That's what I'm asking.
All right, so
Shut up.
should have been doing
Shut
that
up.
first. You're mean.
I'm trying to throw you off so you can't win.
You know I'm gonna win.
You have an unfair advantage.
You have only won one time.
I technically should have won more, but you messed my cooking up, so
Sabotage.
you sabotaged me.
So here you are trying to sabotage me.
Yeah. You need help with anything?
No, you're trying to sabotage me.
No. Do you need help with anything?
No, once I get this in the oven, then we're just gonna.
You need help with anything? You sure? You need help with that? Here, let me help you get it.
Sabotage!
Don't drop that meat, bro. Oh, you can, don't drop it. Oh, shit. You gave yourself the better cut of meat, dude. That's cheating.
I tried to cut it in half the best
Cheater.
I could. Sorry. Take these off now.
Put it up your butt. We gotta make sure it's really working.
Alright, so the food's all finished up pretty much. Just a little bit longer for the potatoes. Just toss this beautiful salad right here, so that's ready. Got my cut of meat right here for this prized possession, which is gonna kick your butt.
I think I'm gonna win today. Mine's smelling pretty good over here. Yours is smelling pretty burnt over there.
No,
so
it's just
we'll
like
see.
dry.
We'll see who Augie kicks.
You're all up in mine.
Don't cut your finger, bro.
Off. Alright, well, we are wrapped up with the cooking.
Woo! Wait, I'm just cutting up my meat over here, and
Mine cut up.
after we're done with this, we're gonna head on over to the studio and interview our good friend Augie. But before then, here's a quick commercial break.
Here at Dixon Farms, we've been growing the hardiest apples for generations. So this Thanksgiving, our family would like to thank yours with our Dixon Cider. Dixon Cider apples are brewed for 69 days in our at-home brew bath.
There's no better feeling than getting some Dixon cider.
Phil, why is your wife so happy?
Well, that's because she just had some Dixon cider. It was great. Oh, hon.
So make sure to treat yourself this holiday season and get some Dixon Cider. You deserve it, champ.
Welcome back to Bands and Burgers,
Bands and Burgers.
the coolest show ever. And today's guest once again is
Augie.
Augie.
Say what's up.
How's
Thanks
it
for having
going?
me.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good, honestly. Not bad. This has been a good day.
Nice.
That's good, that's good.
That's great to hear. Thank you for coming by. We hope you enjoy the food. I'm gonna win today. I'm gonna kick Ethan's butt over there. So
He wishes.
I already know you're gonna pick the winner. So.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to put the belt back on.
Yeah.
And I'm already
That's
strapped behind the
Whatever,
drums.
Whatever.
Alright, well, everyone knows I have the belt still, so just pretend I'm wearing it. Alright, well, you can go ahead and dive in now. Just
Nice.
keep in mind at the very end, we'll ask you which plate you liked better. So say the one with the potatoes or the salad. Because you're judging on the meat. So
Yeah.
whatever tri-tip you liked better.
So the entree, not the side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't let
yeah.
the sides.
We
affect
just
your,
put the sides on there so you can differentiate
full
which
meal,
plate
yeah.
is which.
Gotcha.
Alrighty,
Alrighty, well let's jump into this interview, Augie. The first question is, when did you start writing music? Were you a wee lad, or were you already grown up?
I was pretty young. Yeah, like when I was young, my grandpa bought me like a guitar. That was like a nylon string guitar you got from like a flea market, really cheap thing. So I was working with that for a little bit, and it made it like I don't know, just kind of easy to have fun and mess around with. But so yeah, I was just like writing little songs and stuff when I was younger, but I didn't really take it serious, at least in my opinion, until after I graduated high school, because then I was like thinking about being in a band and like doing stuff.
Do you remember the first song you wrote? What was it about?
Believe it or not, it was probably like some angsty, like mad at my parents. Not even gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't get in trouble a lot, but I guarantee there was like I was just feeling a type of way about shit, and I would just like go to my room and like write music and like
Yeah.
make guitar chords and shit. But
I've done that before too. So.
I mean, that's how it starts, right? Yeah. Wow. See, they brought me organic lemonade, bomb food. It was awesome.
Yeah, that lemonade. This is the first time I tried that one. It's really good.
And there's organic, and it says organic sugar. Like, there's
Everything's
no,
organic. The water is organic, okay?
Some healthy lemonade. Awesome. So, what would you say are your most influential influences?
Like, like right now, or have been like in general.
In general, I guess whatever you would say is the most influential influence in your life. Whether it's music or just somebody personal, maybe some friends or family.
I think.
Damn, this lemonade is great.
It's so good. I'm not necessarily influenced by, or I try not to let people influence me too much because I think like people are flawed, and I think I try to just be influenced by everybody in general and not draw that like to too much like one person, because I've learned as I've grown older like there's a little bit of me in everybody as you grow older, and like
relate in different kinds of ways.
Yeah, so it's like, and then I've also been fortunate enough to like meet some people that I look up to, like especially in the music scene and like stuff like that. So it gives you that sense of like, they say like don't meet your heroes and stuff like that, because you may build it up in your head to something that it's not really is.
Right.
And I think it's humbled me more and more because I'm like, man, this guy's a real person. Like he's just like me. So it makes me want to go and like engage people and be a real person to like people who really like fuck with my stuff. So,
right. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed too. Like, like some people when they meet celebrities, they're just like, fuck, they're real, like,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, of course they're real. They're talented. Of course, that's how they got to be such big stars, But
and I'm sure like we have bad days and like they have bad days. Like they're not always gonna be on point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think I don't know. I give it up to people who actually put themselves out there as an artist, regardless of what
It takes a lot.
success they reach. Yeah, because there's definitely that room to be judged and have a bunch of stuff said just because you're not the way they think you should be.
Yeah, and it's like, why are you gonna tear down another artist for those? Like, I mean, they're putting their heart into what they're doing. At least they're out there actually performing or doing any kind of art, whatever.
I was just thinking about that the other day, like how some people hate on a band for getting success, and I'm like, but it's like you're basically saying like, no, I want you to just play dive bars and barely make it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, no.
Nah, everybody should be cheering each other on. I mean, because if you ride with good people, if you're good to them, who knows? Maybe they'll take you with them, But if you hate on them, they're not gonna want to like play shows with you or take you on the road later down the line. So
especially, I don't know, with music and creation in general, I feel like in art, and there's like how do you say, it's like there's a seat for every ass. Like someone has, you're gonna find something for everybody. So it's like you're better off not trying to sabotage other people's success, or if anything, just like that energy comes back to you, dude. So just like tip your hats to them and fucking good job, guys. It should inspire you to work harder. And it's weird because a lot of that is kind of like with the job that I'm doing now. It's 100% commission based, and we kind of influence and inspire each other to be successful because it's not a micromanaged like 9 to 5 where they're just telling you like, hey, did you do this? Make sure you do this. You kind of have to do stuff yourself. So you gotta not be a hater when you see somebody being successful and be like, all right, now I gotta go get on my shit, and be successful. So
and
it works the same with art.
In that business field, I'd imagine there's a lot of people who are very competitive about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It comes down to the sales, so it can get pretty cutthroat.
But you learn a lot. So.
Well, let's see. On a similar note, Augie, would you consider yourself a pessimist, an optimist, or a don't give a fuckist?
I will say, okay. I think I started out as like started out as a like pessimist. I grew into like a don't give a fuckist. And then I adapted into like a positive person because I had gone through some like negative stuff, you know, like a while back in my life, and it made me very pessimist about everything, and I just stopped giving a shit because it was just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But then slowly but surely, like, I don't know, positivity finds its way, and energy just finds its way back into your life, and I think I just kind of settled on, you know, it's like it's so much energy to be negative about shit. It's so much more energy than to just be like,
Just not give a fuck.
yeah. And I feel like that's kind of what I was getting to. Is like, there are times now that I've learned where it's best to not give a fuck, and there are times when it's like, but you can't be negative. You either just be positive about it and move forward, because when you spend time being negative about shit, that makes it so hard to just like focus on anything else.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know. I feel like it's better to just either be positive or to not give a fuck, because it doesn't pertain to you, and you're better off just not wasting the mental capacity or the physical capacity on it.
Right. Have you ever seen like somebody who is just, it seems like every single day they're just in a shitty ass mood, like,
Yeah.
and it's like, why are you always so mad? Like, be happy for once, why don't you?
I mean, I feel like in a way it's kind of like self-sabotage. People, they put themselves in this mental prison, or they put themselves in and I've done it to myself, and that's what I'm reflecting on. It's like, it's so easy to just trap yourself in something and focus on the negative stuff, and you got to be proactively positive, because it's almost like, you know, I mean, I'm not to be on my soapbox and like blame society, but it's like, I've seen it now, especially through like the past 5 years on social media, like depression and mental illness is like, it's almost glorified or sensationalized in a way.
And it's also like,
Yeah, I hate that.
it's also on the uprise too. It's just it's getting more and more common.
Exactly, and that's what's so scary, is it's like you don't know, you know, and ultimately it's like it's hard to reach out, but at the same time you want to like let your friends and let people know that you care.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Even for the people who don't reach out too. I mean, the people who surround them. I mean, look out for the signs. You know, like I mean, if you can tell they're just isolating themselves all the time, not really themselves anymore, like, yeah, reach out, you know, like,
and it makes me think too,
these
like,
days it's easier than ever to like get a hold of somebody, like just quick message, be like, yo, what's good, how you doing?
and it makes me think like, why is that person being negative? You know, like, you don't know what they could be going through, so it kind of makes me want to take a step back, and like, that's where I kind of had to, you know, like, it grew into that positive person of just like, you know what, even if they're rude to you, or they're not, you know, like, you're better off knowing you did what you can, and you're like doing your due diligence as a person, and being positive and bringing that energy, because they're gonna, you know, you're gonna go away, and they're gonna take that with them. Like, damn, you know, that guy was still nice to me, he still smiled to me, whatever. Like, I've learned that those interactions mean more than trying to match somebody's like asshole, you know,
Right.
like, fuck you, you know, like,
Sometimes it's easier just to be like,
but
all
hey,
right,
you know what?
have a good day.
Take care, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time. Especially because with what I do, which is like, I ain't gonna front, a lot of it is door-to-door, like, interactions, knocking and going out and
Yeah,
canvassing.
you never know who's gonna be on the other side of it, or how they're gonna react.
Get the fuck out of my, slam the door on your, I mean, I've never had really bad interactions, because I think I handle myself well with people, and I'm not like the typical sales dude. I'll just go up and like, you know, inquire, and like, if they're not interested, I'm like, okay, you know what, maybe it's a bad time, you know, I'll catch you, you know, later on, and I'll just leave. So it's that simple. You can't take this personally. I think that's why I'm kind of grateful for this. It's given me thick skin, and it's just like, it's allowed me to just, it's personal. This is the way that they say this stuff. It's personal development with a great compensation plan.
Right.
Because it teaches you to just face rejection and just like interact with people and learn how to communicate. And I'm like, dude, I need that for this type of what I want to do, because I'm not going to be doing sales forever, man. I'm trying to go into like, use this money to go funnel it into what I want to do with the art.
Right. I mean, it's gonna definitely help with your marketing skills.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like,
how I see it.
Talking to the right people, like getting on the
not
good side,
taking
you
no
know?
for an answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just, you know, willing to understand, like, hey, you know what, maybe now's not the right time. Because I've learned, like, we're constantly selling people every day on ideas. Hey, don't watch this show. Hey, don't, you know, the Squid Game thing. Hey, now, dude, these are all psychological concepts. We're constantly selling people on things every day. We're all salespeople, but we just don't work for a sales company. We do other things.
Right.
But
whether it's independent or like
exactly
a big platform.
So it's all just, it's cool to actually do a job like this and kind of be like, this is what you're going to do to make money, but it's going to teach you skills for like what you want to do as a career, like to get outside of like, you know, because I still treat it like a normal job, even though I make my own schedule. I'm like, I got to go work, get out there and work these hours. You know?
Yeah, no, that's true. Honestly, and that's the best way to live. Make your own schedule, and it's the life.
I'm just scared for tax season because 1099 employees.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Tracking my expenses every day.
Yeah,
it's a different life.
I know that. All right, so the next question we got for you is, what is your most meaningful tattoo that you have, and how many do you have?
Ooh, I was just thinking about this the other day.
We know.
I knew it. No.
Yeah, that wasn't a fly on your wall.
No.
Your secret camera.
My most meaningful tattoo is probably this one right here, because I got it impromptu. Like, I just went and got it, and the idea came about so organically, and it just clicked in my head like, oh yes, this is perfect. And it's one of those things like with music in a way where if you can capture the moment, like lightning in a bottle, make it organic, you can't recreate it. And I was like, you know what, let's do it. This lady she had a cancellation. I just went in and asked for a tattoo, like, oh, I want an hourglass, I want this and that. I just sent her a couple pictures I found online, and she drew this up. It says, only time will tell. And the reason why I got it is because I feel like as long as I'm in this physical body, as long as I'm in this like life, like we're bound to time.
Right.
So only time will tell what's gonna happen.
Our whole lives are wrapped around it.
Yeah. So
that's like every day. By
That's
the
why
hour.
I have this on me. So it's a constant reminder. It's also because there have been times where I've been really stressed out about like the timing of things. Oh, I want this to happen, or you know, just in your head, and it's just like, dude, only time will tell, man.
Right.
Don't think it's all over just because it's not going your way. You know.
Yeah,
like,
that's very true. That's dope.
Yeah.
How many tattoos do you have altogether?
I have 6, I believe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, 6. And they're kind of evenly spaced too, like 3 on the left and 3 on the right. I don't think I planned that.
What is it? Bob Ross says is a happy accident.
Yes, no mistakes, just happy accidents.
How old were you when you got your first one?
I think I was 20 years old. Yeah, I was 20.
Nice.
I waited a bit. I wasn't like the rebellious kid.
I was 9 years old.
I was 16.
Okay, real quick. One time, I was out delivering pizzas, and I drove up to this place. They're in these apartments, and they were in the garage, and they were like, smoking and drinking and stuff. And I hear like a tattoo gun, and so I walk up trying to find out who ordered the pizza. And I swear there's like a 12-year-old boy in a chair getting an arm tattoo. They're giving him no, I swear this happened, and they're giving a little 12-year-old boy an arm tattoo, and I was like, whoa.
Is it a possibility that it was like one of those fake temporary tattoos?
No, this was like.
I mean, like, have you seen that though? Like, where it like, it's like a tattoo gun and all that. They draw it on, but it's not real.
They were meth heads, dude. You don't understand.
Fucking that kid up. Horrible.
They tipped good though. That's all I cared about.
They were like, alright, well, I'm gonna fuck off.
What would you do if he turned to you and he was like, hey, you got an appointment? I would have been like, no, I just had a pizza.
Alright, that's a funny story though. Alrighty, Augie. What is the biggest challenge you have faced in your life? That you want to share. You don't have to get it. You don't want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Well, thus far, let's see. I mean, my life's been full of challenges. Let me think. Let's see. I feel like it's really just been getting older, but still like, I don't know how to explain it. Because I feel like when you get older, you still feel like a kid. Like everybody, I still look in the mirror and I still see like my kid self. Although I know that
yeah.
I'm older.
I was just thinking about that the other day too.
Yeah, and I think it's just the biggest challenge has been not letting so much of this whole like grow up, dude. You know, this influence of just growing up and being too serious about life. You know, overcome and like take over me, because there have been times where I'm just like, man, I'm too serious about all this shit. I gotta like just realize like, dude, we're all just a bunch of fucking big ass kids out here trying to like make shit work. So
Pretty much.
yeah, and it's that kind of stuff of just realizing like I'm getting older, like I'm 30 years old, but I'm still very young in my way of just understanding like you have to adapt, because I think I've seen a lot of older people as time goes on, like technology and information, so many things speed up, and I feel bad because I'm
It's like they're left behind.
period. Some people don't even know how to use modern phones.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know,
That's my grandparents right there, man.
and it's no slight to them. Like I understand and I get both sides of it in the simplicity, because dude, trust me, I grew up in the age where we fucking had CDs and cassettes. You know, like
You don't even see those around no more. It's crazy.
no more. And that's one of the things I get it. There's a tradition to it. There's a nostalgic. There's a quality to it, but I think it's more or less a novelty now, and something we kind of have to learn to understand and compartmentalize, and like be like, man, that was the time we came from, but we still have to live in today's time to be able to adapt. Otherwise, life just gets so much harder.
Mhm.
I try to keep up with technology because I don't want to be an old man and not knowing how to do shit. So
Like
I'm
people
I
tell-
gotta
like-
learn how to.
And it's even like
Use
I
this new
do it in so
computer.
many ways. It's mentally exhausting, even with like social situations. Oh, you're on TikTok, you're on this. I'm just kind of like, I don't have time, bro. There's so many different other things I have to do. Like, but then I do take the time, and I'm like, man, I know why people fuck with this, because it is like, you know, so.
It's addicting.
And I think that's you. I don't want to have that old man like fuck TikTok. I don't, you know, because there's certain things where I'm just super like, why are you hating on it right out the gate? Like, learn to just adapt and kind of understand and appreciate things for what they are, but don't let it control you. Don't let it become attached to you. Just like, you know, observe it, acknowledge it, and then keep it pushing, and just know what you hold close to you and what you value. And I think that's what it is. It's just not letting so many outside influences, you know, make me too serious about the world as I grow older, because you feel it, man. And the people like, I've talked to older people about this exact type of shit, and they go like, that's that wisdom setting in.
Yeah, I guess that wisdom's growing now.
I think they call it old age.
Right, I'm like, you just call me old, huh?
Politely.
Right.
Real quick before Ethan asks you his question, I just realized whenever we have bands here, like they can take turns talking so they can eat. But whenever whenever we have solo guests, they don't have enough time to like eat. We keep bombarding them, and they have to keep answering.
Yeah, sorry,
sorry,
Augie.
I'm gonna have a band next time.
I already ate all my food, and I'm like, damn, Augie's still eating? He's a slow eater. And I'm like, oh, it's because we keep asking him.
Like, he's gotta talk. But I'm not gonna lie though. I would have smashed on this, so this is the best way for me to enjoy this food, because I'm like, I was just thinking that like, I'm really enjoying this food.
Nice.
Alrighty, so next question is, if we started a fight club, would you join, and do you think you would do good?
Put him up, Augie.
It's funny because I wanted to watch that movie recently. Like, oh, I love this movie. Let's go. Let's go down.
Good
Honestly, if it was one of those things where like it was somewhat organized and like
We had health insurance for club members.
people wouldn't be if it was just organized to where like people wouldn't take shit personal, you're not gonna try to follow me home, kill me, my family, whatever, like we're just out here to brawl, and like, you know, then we have somebody regulated, okay, he's done, whatever, like, fuck it, man, scrap it is. I mean,
Nice.
sparring is just part of human nature. We've always fought.
Right. It's just instinct.
Sparring is just part of what we do.
Well, there might be a Bands and Burgers Fight Club coming soon, so if you folks
make it happen.
out there are interested, stay tuned for that. We'll have tryouts soon.
Open auditions.
Auditions.
Bring your own gloves.
Meet us in the Food for Less parking lot. everybody. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see, Augie. What is your with Thanksgiving coming up? What would you say is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? And what would you say is your favorite Thanksgiving memory that you have?
Let's see. I remember. Okay, well, we'll start with like the dish, cause like my family usually brought a bunch of different types of stuff. Like they would have obviously the traditional stuff like ham, turkey, mashed potatoes, macaroni, salad, all this stuff. They would also do like bring like barbecue items like ribs and like sausage and like other stuff. I know it's like yeah, so it's just like various different items, but I always liked just like the ham. The ham was always so fire. But
with a good ham with the honey glaze that they usually put on.
yes,
Yeah.
and it was cool because after I think my favorite part about it though, now that I think about it, was not necessarily the food that we would have during Thanksgiving dinner. It was always the previous day. Like my dad would get up and like scramble eggs and like use the ham from before and just like make crazy leftover dishes with the remaining food, and you were just like,
You always just go home with hella leftovers. It's like
facts.
you don't want it to go bad, so you got to eat it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still. I mean, you enjoy eating it.
So it's really like low key like the leftovers and the shit you can make with the leftovers from Thanksgiving that I really fuck with.
Yeah, those breakfast burritos with scrambled eggs and leftover ham. Yeah, it's bomb.
I'm so excited for Thanksgiving.
No, I know. It's got me thinking about it now.
I love mashed potatoes. Oh, they're so good when they're done
These
right.
potatoes are so
We made those from scratch.
I'm
You like them?
glad that I waited to eat these.
Yeah, I really like those potatoes. It's got like the perfect like cheese to it. The cheese taste.
Oh, so good.
It's an old family recipe.
Alright, so next question we got for you is do you enjoy camping? And if so, what's one of your best camping like moments?
Okay, let's see. I love camping.
Great outdoors.
Let's see.
Have you ever seen Bigfoot out there?
No.
No.
But the first time
You gotta change that.
the first time I ever did LSD, I was in the woods,
No, that's the place to do it.
and it was fucking. And this is a funny, like we'll call this a camping experience or story, because I remember we had gone down to the water. We were over in Huntington. We got down to the water, and mind you, the whole way I'm like, I'm not getting in. I'm not. The moment we get down, I'm like, fuck it, let's get in. So my friends finally reel me in, and they're like, come on, we're going back. So we're walking back, and we're waiting for some of our friends. So I'm just like laying down, like just sitting on the grass, you know, just like letting it all take in. And I look over at my friend, and I was like, "Hey," I was like, because I didn't have my shoes. We had my shoes off to the side, and I was like just looking at him. I was like, "Hey, when man made shoes, that's when it all went wrong." What do you mean? I was like, "Listen. We aren't connected to the earth ever. The shoe and our socks keeps us. It's a layer of." And I was just going on this huge rant about how we're not connected to the earth and all this. And he was just like, "Bro, you need to chill the fuck out." And I was,
I've actually heard about that though. It's they call it grounding.
yeah.
Like you'll see it in nature. I guess it's good for like your immune system too. I shit you not. And like,
See, I was on some other level shit and not even knowing it because I didn't know this.
There's this one guy. He doesn't wear shoes like, and he's like, I don't know, in his 40s, 50s or something like that. Middle Eastern dude. I can't remember the full story, but like he's never worn shoes in his life, so like he just runs everywhere and just like
No way.
rough terrain, and it's like nothing. Like, I mean, if I were to go out running in the forest barefoot, I'd be like, fuck, ow, this shit hurts. Like,
He
but
goes
he's
out walking on
Yeah.
hedgehogs and porcupines.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's because his feet are probably super fucking calloused, but I mean, that's nature, bro. I mean, before shoes, we didn't have shoes, so it's like,
That's what got me thinking, like, maybe there was some sense in that. I don't know. It's funny because to me, I feel like anytime you're on any psychedelic drug, every thought No matter how small, it's like a
Always-
fucking epiphany.
Always overthink it, and it's just like life changing.
Yeah, everything is like a fucking epiphany to me. So that was my funniest experience while I was fucking out camping with some friends, and that was
Nice. Real quick, do you believe Bigfoot exists, though? Or the Sasquatch, or Yeti, or the abominable snow? Whatever you want to call
I'm not
it.
gonna say that I believe it, but I'm not gonna say that I'm leaving it off the table.
Okay.
I don't leave anything else.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, nah. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not
This
there.
is true. I believe he exists out there. He doesn't want to be found, so.
Hell, I wouldn't-
Unfortunately, I want to find him, so we're
Well,
gonna.
we've only searched about 3% of the caves, known caves on this planet.
They say we've only searched about
So-
3% of the Earth.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
fucking way.
No.
Yeah, and some of our forests too that have been unmapped.
we only
So I
know
wouldn't doubt.
we only know like 5 to 10% of the ocean. They don't even know how deep
Yeah.
the ocean goes in some parts. Like it
I've
just
heard
goes.
that too. Yeah.
It just goes down further and further. They stopped after like 10 miles, I think.
we
something
know
like that.
more about like space than we do about our own fucking planet. It's
The ocean is scary. Have you seen those sharks
Yeah,
and those
dude,
scary ass
fucking-
creatures that glow in the dark?
I was watching a
Like
video
nightmares.
on
The
Facebook
ocean is
of.
terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
I was watching a video of like a shipping container like freight boat, you know, like the big ass fucking boats they go across the fucking ocean, and they were going through the ocean during like heavy fucking waves, a storm, and dude, it's just terrifying to watch. Like I was like, I would not want to be on that boat right now. I would fucking
When like the big ass wave is cresting and they're coming up towards
yeah,
you.
like and it's just like whoa.
It's like a movie. It's like
Yeah.
fucking Inception when the city's pulling over.
Yeah, I would be shitting bricks. Like fuck no.
The
I'll
sea
pass.
is such a terrifying entity.
But it's also beautiful to watch. You know what I mean? Like
I've always wanted to go fishing out in the ocean, like you know, and now
like deep sea fishing.
and eat the fish. I don't know about. I'm not getting in the water, just chilling in the
No,
boat.
no, no. Yeah, yeah. You're on the boat, but out like
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
ocean. Fucking yeah. You can rail in some big ass motherfuckers that way.
It makes
Tell me why I watched the documentary. What was it? I can't remember what it was called. It was about the orcas and about the SeaWorld. How SeaWorld like pretty much. After I saw that shit, I was like, free all the fucking. I'm free all the whales now. They all need to be free.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude. How they have them in these small ass containers, like tanks. It's
What broke my heart was watching the footage of. This was way back when they basically what they would do is the fishermen would steal the baby orcas from the mama, and you can hear the mom like crying out to them. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, bruh, how do you sleep?
So sad.
you know why they do it? Money for the money.
He hit it on the fucking head. Big facts.
Alrighty, Augie. Let's see. What kind of people do you dislike?
Let's see. Glad you didn't say hate, because I don't hate anybody.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Hate's a strong word.
Very strong.
Like, I mean, just like a way like some people just act, you know. Not anyone specifically. Just I don't know. Just
I'm gonna say dishonest people.
liars.
Liars are just people who, especially if you're given the capacity to like, because we're not perfect. So it's not necessarily lying, but if you're given the opportunity to just own up to it, then be vulnerable with me and just be like, hey dude, like I fucked up, whatever. I have way more respect for you if you're able to do that than if you're just still just trying to, you know, not take, excuse or not take the blame. And like, I get it, pride is a thing too, and there's a big part to it, but I feel like anybody who's genuinely known me as a person knows that like, I have way more respect for you when you're able to just acknowledge it and be like, look dude, I fucked up, like whatever.
Right.
Because at that point I'm just like, alright, what's up,
Especially
bro?
when you have like evidence too, and it's like, and they still try to like.
Yeah, because at that point I'm just like, alright, what's up, bro? Like we're back to being, because we can move. I feel like we can move, with me at least, we can move past anything as friends. I don't hold grudges because life's too short.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be upset, but that's just, being angry is one emotion on the list of human emotions. You feel it, you get over it, and then you settle and you move on.
It's my
But-
least favorite emotion.
Facts.
I
So,
hate feeling like angry or upset.
And I mean, I've struggled with lots of things in the past too, so I don't really hold anything against people. But to me, I feel like being able to acknowledge anything and hold yourself accountable and go back and be like, what I did fucked up. I did fuck up then, or whatever, and just apologize and be like, look, I don't know if you're gonna ever feel the same, but I'm just trying to move on and be better. Even if I don't feel the same about you, at that point, I'm like, damn, you know what? I respect that dude because he's growing.
Right.
You know, so I that's just how I am. I am all for people's growth and for them being better, even if you don't play a major role in my life. And that's, I mean, it's been pretty evident throughout like all my friends. Like I don't hate. I'm like, I don't think I just have the capacity to hold on to shit like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
so yeah, I'm gonna say like dishonest people. I don't like dishonesty because I'm like, man, you don't gotta lie to kick it, bro.
Very true. Yeah. Alright, so we got one more question for you for the regular questions, and then we'll move on to something else. But this is the last question for this round. If you were ice cream, what flavor would you be?
Now, what flavor do you like, or what flavor do you wish that you were? What? Yeah. What are you?
You know those rocket popsicles?
Yeah.
The red, white, and blue ones?
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
Dude, I was expecting like, I don't know, like Rocky Road chip or something like that.
Yeah.
Like one of those kind of ice cream flavors, but damn, popsicles, I like that.
Yeah.
Popsicle. Oh my god. This food was so fire, by the way. But I already have the winner in my head.
Okay, well, we haven't got to that quite yet.
Woo!
Because up next we have our
Lightning round.
Oh shit, here we go.
Alright, so we have some more questions for you, but these ones are
Rapid
quick.
fire.
Yeah, we'll ask it, you answer it, and then the next one, so on.
We always say that, but sometimes they.
We get sidetracked, but
Yeah.
it's
It's
good
almost like
content.
this or that. It's almost like that.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, so I'll go, you started the last one, so I'll start this one. Alright, so question number 1 of the lightning round. If you could speak to one type of animal, what would it be?
Birds.
I was not expecting that. I kind of want to know why. I said I was not expecting that. I kind of want to know why.
Because I feel like there's so many of them and they see so much shit we can't see from the ground. So I'm be like, you gotta tell me.
You got a little spy.
Yeah, I have my little spies there.
Surveillance right there.
Like, I know what's going on in fucking other parts of the world right now.
I know what the president's talking about right now.
Some organic drones.
Organic drones.
Oh my gosh. Alright, Augie. How do you think the world is going to end?
Oh man, I think it's going to end with every bit of nature exposing itself all at once. So like the seas are going to erupt, everything's just going to like,
The volcanoes, earthquakes. That'd be cool.
Storms.
I'd rather have that than like
Just
World War
everywhere.
III or like nuclear bombs. I'd rather get killed by the Earth. That'd be
Okay, so to put it
That'd
in
be
short,
cool.
humanity is going to be put in check because I feel like the Earth is like they can easily just boom, you know. So I feel like that the Earth will just eventually just put
All it needs to do is one massive volcano eruption, block out the sun for a good week. We're fucked.
Yeah, it's gonna be with nature pretty much showing humanity that y'all were never the ones.
Yeah.
So, Mother Nature's coming back.
Except for the people that are in space at the moment it happens. Then they're
Y'all
just
gonna
stuck
be floating
up there.
by like, what the fuck's going on Earth?
It's like, well, I guess we have to go to Mars now.
Right?
Alright, oh shit. What was the next one? Okay. Who would you rather have to try to kill you? Terminator or Freddy Krueger?
Terminator.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Because it sounds fucking weird because I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if Freddy Krueger was chasing me, I'd be so terrified I probably wouldn't be able to move. But if Terminator was chasing me, I'd be like, well, this is gonna be kind of fun. Like I can get away from the dude in glasses.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's chasing me.
Yeah, it's fun. I would just be like, he's not scary in the way that you would think of scary, so I would just try to get away from him for as long as I can until he eventually just gunned me down with the
Yeah, he's not like terrifying to look at like Freddy Krueger is.
Nah, right?
I mean, unless he's got like half his face ripped and you see the cyborg.
Oh, if he's a fucking straight up cyborg, like the metal, I'm gonna fucking shit a brick and just die right there. That's terrifying.
Alrighty, next question, Augie. What song is a guilty pleasure? One that you don't care what if people judge you for it. You're not ashamed of it. You love it. You don't care.
Bye.
You answered honestly.
Do you know the dance moves too?
Huh? I do. I used to do that shit when I was a kid in my room for fucking hours.
Oh, classic.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, where am I? I always get lost. I'm
You're
sorry.
number 5.
Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, how would you design a spice rack for a blind person?
Design a spice rack?
For a blind person.
All of the labels and all of the things would be in Braille. They have to be.
They could be voice. They could be like. They could
Oh
have voice.
yeah, you're right.
Press buttons
They
and
press
be
the
like oregano.
Yeah, I would make it practical.
Lemon
to where
pepper.
dispensing now. I would make it to where you didn't need to have anything technologically. It would be just like basically all the spice things would have Braille on them. So if you knew Braille, and that makes a prerequisite. You have to know Braille in order to use this.
I'm pretty sure most blind people know
It
Braille.
could be like one of those fancy, like you see in the offices, those cappuccino dispensers.
Oh, yeah.
Different kinds with hot cocoa.
A Keurig for
yeah. It's got the buttons of Braille on it and their voice command. Little
really
spout,
awesome,
it just spills it out.
Brilliant.
Alrighty, Augie. What would you want on your gravestone? It's a serious question. We got serious here.
I'm like, this is a rapid fire question. Okay, an immortal spiritual being living a temporary human experience.
Damn.
Sounds like you've thought about this before.
It's also on my Facebook bio.
That made me think for a second.
Say it again.
An immortal spiritual being living a temporary human experience.
I like that.
I like that. That's what we all are, really.
Yeah.
Okay. How
Well,
about
he was number one.
Oh, with the hat.
Right.
All right. So how many balloons would fit in this room right now?
Oh my god.
We actually did this before, so there is an exact number. You have to think about it, and if you get it right, you'll get a secret prize.
How big
We'll
are the
give you
balloons?
regular sized balloons, and we'll give you a hint. It's no more than 500 balloons.
It's no more than 500, so that should
So it's
help
between 1 and 500.
you. Yeah.
I think it's 368.
Hold on, before you lock in, maybe think about
Do you
think
wanna-
a little bit more.
Do you want to think about your answer?
Before you lock in, because you can win a
Between
special
1 and
prize
500.
1 and
500.
500.
Think about it.
Maybe it's 500 exactly.
Maybe it's less than that.
Maybe it's less than 500.
450?
Close.
Fuck. Alright. We're gonna guess 458.
Final answer.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to guess a number a little bit lower than that?
450.
Maybe a little
Lower.
bit lower.
420.
Alright,
That's awesome, that 420 balloons fit here.
Alright, so
We
you
gotta
guessed
tell
the
you
right,
the
you guessed the
special
right
prize.
number. Where do you have
Did I
it?
say price?
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you got it. All right. So you guessed the right amount of balloons that would fit in this room, so you win a special prize from our very lovely sponsor, Goo.
From our official sponsor,
We
you
have
got some goo,
Goo hemp
100%
papers.
organic
What the-
hemp.
Oh, that's what these are. This is
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, congratulations,
Thank you.
Augie.
Yeah!
Lick gently, you nasties. I'll make sure to sound. I'm gonna do an ad for this. Lick gently, you nasties, and then I'll just light it up all seductive.
Alrighty, my turn. If you had the power of invisibility for one day, what would be the first thing you would do?
First thing I would do, I'd probably just go fuck with people and just like make them feel like doors are opening on their own and shit, and I would just like stand there like, damn, this is really working.
And they'll just be chilling like this, the chair moves, they're like, what was
Right?
that? Is that a ghost?
Dude, I would just be like, fuck, dude, I'm a ghost for a day. This is insane.
I'd rob a bank. I don't care. I'd somehow find some way to steal the largest sum of money possible and just get the fuck out of there and then hide.
Period, you can fucking do unprecedented shit.
You do so much.
This has never been done before.
You do so much with invisibility.
Yeah.
I would say I would want to be invisible. First power I'd choose. So, next question we've got is, what was the absolute worst movie you have ever seen?
Halloween Kills. No, I'm kidding. That movie was decent. I'm not gonna spoil it. It was decent.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I'm building up to it. I've been
It was
watching the
decent.
other ones.
It was
It's so cheesy.
The absolute worst movie I've ever watched. I worked at a theater for 10 years, and let me tell you, I saw some shitty movies.
Did you work
movies-
like up at the projector or?
I did a little bit, actually, pretty much everything you could do in a theater I did at one point. But there were movies, it was funny because there were movies that were just made by some other company that not well known, or they were just pushed as this, you could just tell they were pushing it.
More independent films.
Yeah, and it was like, this movie's trash. But, I mean, what's funny is I can't think of any of them off the top of my head.
The worst one I think I've seen, maybe top 2 or 3, was The Love Guru. Hated it. The one with
I would
Mike
say
Myers.
the number one worst movie I've ever seen was the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat.
yeah.
That was such trash, dude.
Oh, we know Where the Wild Things Are.
That one was weird. Yeah.
When it comes to superhero movies, like Green Lantern was kind of trash.
Oh yeah, that one was horrible.
And what was it, the Fantastic Four or the Silver Surfer or something?
Yeah, that one.
Those movies didn't hit.
The first Fantastic Four.
The new Fast and Furious movie, when I saw the trailer, I was like, no.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
Absolutely not. You gotta fucking pay me to see that movie. I'm not doing it.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty, the final question here. What is the most imaginative insult you can come up with? Not the most hurtful or vulgar, just the most imaginative insult.
Suck a fuck.
And there we go. Ladies and
Alrighty.
gentlemen, then that concludes our lightning round.
That is our lightning round, and now we are going to take it with the
Food court.
Ooh, that's-
Alrighty, this is where you judge the meat. Which meat did you like better, the potato plate or the salad plate?
I like the potato plate more.
Oh, he did it!
Yes!
That was
yes! Yes!
I don't know why I thought it was his.
Because he was cocky, and he's been smitten by the food gods, by the
it had
burger
to-
gods.
It had to happen.
The score now is 3-2. 3-2.
There was something
to keep his score forever.
You wanna know what was funny though? Because I feel like y'all, if you do it where you do it, judge the side of the entree. Because I was like, the side on the other one was better, but the entree on the other one was better.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
We're just going off the meat.
Yeah, we try. Yeah, we tell the guests not to let the sides.
The size
Yeah.
influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How we did it too is he cooked his in a Ninja. Like what is it, like an air fryer?
It looks
kind
like
of
a crock
thing?
pot. It does
Crock
air
pot.
frying, and it does a bunch of different
That
things.
shit was fire because and I don't know if you seasoned it differently, but it had this flavor to it that was
His was a dry rub and mine was a marinade.
Dry rub, butter, a bunch of like different seasonings. Like I put it all together.
Yeah, actually yours was pretty good. When I was eating that meat earlier and I was like, oh, this meat's good, and you were like, yeah, it's my meat, huh?
It was. He's like, I knew.
Yours is pretty good too. I didn't get time to marinate mine.
I left mine in too long.
Marinades.
It cooked a little too long. Came out a little dry.
Still very good though. Very good.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Yeah.
It took me a little while. I feel like it really took me to like the end to decide because they're both really good.
Yeah.
That's why I had to say after I was like, I think I have my winner now.
Nice.
Because the whole time I was like tossed between like, fuck, this one's good.
All right. Well, that is our food court. Angel. Fucking Angel.
King right here. Good shit.
I will not be a honorable winner. I'm going to rub it in your face.
No,
Ethan, get the belt.
Fuck that. I'm gonna win the next one. I guarantee it. I'll give you your moment to shine, but next episode it's mine.
I'm basking in the glory right now. I'm getting a glory tan from all the glory hitting me right now.
Alrighty. Well, since that wraps up the food court, before we dive into Augie's performance, you want to go ahead and give us plug your stuff, tell us your links, tell us how we can find
coming
you.
up. Nice.
So
and everyone at home, they can check out Augie's stuff.
Yeah, the White Owl on all socials. I'm sure they'll have the links.
Facebook, Spotify,
on the screen right now.
all that fun
Check
stuff.
them out.
Follow me.
Alrighty, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
that wraps up the interview portion with Augie. Now we're gonna jump into his live performance right after this commercial break.
Let's go.
Alright. There we go.
Hi there. Do you folks wonder how we're able to stay in such great shape while eating all our Bants and Burgers meals?
Well, we have a special workout routine and you're in luck. For the first time ever, introducing Butts and Burgers.
The only workout routine where you can eat burgers all day
while burning fat and gaining muscle. Butts and Burgers. Butts and Burgers.
Butts and Burgers is the only workout guaranteed to bring out the maximum potential in your booty.
If you're not happy with your results, you get a money back guarantee.
There we go. Yeah. Check.
She said, what you about to do to make a milli? I said, bitch, do what you want, get out my feelings. Everything you say or do is getting really so predictable, I think you acting silly. She said, what you about to do to make a milli? I said, bitch, do what you want, get out my feelings. Everything you say or do is getting really so predictable, I think you look silly. Shit, all I know is passion. Do it everlasting. Make a call to the pastor. Bless up, bless up. This ain't the same shit that you used to believe it. The game is a race and you blew through it. Feeding your mind like a food grew up. I got the juice and the fruit syrup. Friends of the casualties used to it. Domino effect, pay for what you get. I'ma play to win while you pay the rent. Know I pay my dues, giving them the truth. Never sell a lie like it was for you. So tell me, do you trust me? Could you ride at the whip up in my shit with the 4 windows down and the sound at 100? Circling the block, sound of the gun, get hands up and they know it. fan out when they showing up to my shows and just in my flows. I'm bringing this heat cause that's how it goes. It's out of control and you know that there's no stopping. I go for the gold like it's all profit. Take notice and know that you gon' drop it. You can try if you want but you can't stop it. Said, what you about to do to make a milli? I said, bitch, do what you want, get out my feelings. Everything you say or do is getting really so predictable, I think you acting silly. Look, she said, what you about to do to make a milli? I said, bitch, do what you want, get out my feelings. Everything you say or do is getting really so predictable, I think you acting silly. Make it ever last, I'm ahead of that. Make the match in the past, you remember that. When I'm all in my bag, there's a 1 in 2 chance I'ma spit or just pass on some other shit. Cause I bleed artistic shit when I split the script. You just hit or miss, mostly miss. I advise you to your lips zip, your lips sit down while I handle this. Cause I'm finished ready, you need not forget it. I'm coming with something you cannot detest it, accept it now and just pay me later. Call me out, you just call for favors. Watch some drip, you look stupid faded. Rip jeans, hot top in the elevator to the, but you can't stop it, stop it. Now stylist when I gon' drop this shit like hands up and they know it. Fan out when they showing up to my shows and just in my flows. I'm bringing this heat cause that's how it goes. It's out of control and you know that there's no stopping. I go for the gold like it's all profit. Take notice and know that you gon' drop it. You can try if you want but you can't top it. Said, what you about to do to make a milli? I said, bitch, do what you want, get out my feelings. Everything you say or do is getting really so predictable, I think you acting silly. She said, what you about to do to make a milli? I said, bitch, do what you want, get out my feelings. Everything you say or do is getting really so predictable, I think you acting silly. Yeah, fuck yeah, Bands and Burgers. That song was called called Millie. It's a new song, it's coming out. This next song is called Back to the Basics. Yeah, check. Bands and Burgers, back to the basics. Let's go, let's do this. Yeah. Bring it back to the basics. Back to the basement, flooded to the pavement. You rap but don't say shit. Overrated, compensated, you faded, you take a day shift. Lifting these lips, but I spit on my tongue is that fire that ain't worth preventing. You see how I go on my own and avoid like a ghost when I'm walking the road. So you gotta embrace it, give it and you take it. Never let another convince you in the way. Shit is free game, street fame, and I play for the plus. So destruction's a must when you trust in the heat wave. And for peace sake, I don't need fame. These days gotta be straight. Pick the wig with the flow on point. Every day is a war, so I grab my torch and my boys like we hunting. Kill them like it's nothing. Underestimate the power that you whip for something. Feeling the pressure, I'm stressed, but performing the best when the rest wanna win. But they passing the test, it's victory. More like history when they put it in the books and pretend to be unaware who was there when you saw me. Just jaw, you a call, you a lure, you a scared of no loss, so you tripping. What you missing? I can see you look the same, but you different. So forget it, I don't listen. Cause they told me slow it down, but they miss it. Life in the coffin, I slay this with confidence on, but they say it's impossible. Cause I get what I give, knowing life is a trip that I'm on, and I kill every obstacle. Yeah, it's back to the basics. Yeah, Bands and Burgers. Fuck yeah, back to the basics. Woo. Yeah, Bands and Burgers, song number 3. The song is called Dark Out. It's on Spotify. It's on everywhere. Shout out to my boy Vincino who made the beat out in Kentucky. Let's go.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and call again.
dark out. Wide out on the track, beat the spark out. When I ride down, never try now, never do it, keep it moving. If they do it for the hype now, I get it for real. Fuck diamonds and bills, said that I get it, this that you can pay with respect on my level. That fumble up, get you a check. All that I need is my reckless, the devil that's holding my neck. Call it the corporation, I'm in debt. Call it that 9 to 5 that you all sweat. But I've been giving it, and living the pace that I need to be doing this shit. Time is a valuable lesson, the way that you spend it determines the rest of it. But it go to the things that you see with your eyes. Lines like you say on the low in your mind, knowing they're keeping you blind. Too scared to face it, that's why you embracing. I'm pacing, this anger is building. I'm giving them everything so you feel me. Relate to the shit that I say on the real G. Created a movement that started with moving and ended with everyone doing whatever they wanna do. Fuck with this dream, what you wanna do. Talking that shit right in front of you. Just don't let it get you mad. Thinking of things that we never had. The deeper than money could ever stack. Motivation about to pay it back. Level up and I'ma make it last, and that's real. Everybody make a change, showing out to make them show up. Then they gotta crowd the stage, looking at me like I'm strange. They wanna play the game, gotta keep it cool, straight true, so they don't get up in my way. About to pave a way through everybody, make a change, showing out to make them show up. Then they gotta crowd the stage, looking at me like I'm strange. No, they wanna play the game, gotta keep it cool, straight true, so they don't get up in my way. Time to level up, trying to break the ice before it settles in your cup. Trying to believe it's the vision, you see it, I mean it, it's a trust. But I'm a reaching the truth, is really I can give a fuck if you believe me. Laying on the track, I bring the home so they can see me. Gotta make them notice as soon as they hear the vocals. It's a show and I'ma show up being real and I'm a ball playing true. I'm changing focus, I'm a boss like that, take the cost right back. Whack rappers thinking you can talk like that. No loss for thinking you get tossed out back and roughed up for thinking I'ma give the mic back. Hell nah, earn this shit, my purpose on the low. I've been giving everything I gotta give before I go. Yo, Bands and Burgers, dark out.
Oh, okay, shit. I was scared. I was like, That's gonna be sick. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. Cypher shit, Bands and Burgers. Let's go. Song is out everywhere now on Spotify. Shout out Roy who made the beat. Look.
It's crimson.
Too many dreams with no emotions involved. Too many people who just don't know what it costs. As I sit aside from the emotions of my life, sipping potion, getting right. I'm just hoping when I die that it'll be alright. A guarantee's in sight. So I break a couple down, pack it, roll it tight, and then I just be like, gone. Gotta handle business, that's how I can do this song. Listen when you feel like everything is going wrong. Never look the spirits, can't nobody do you harm. About to go make a million, can't nobody put you on. Get what you envision, give your life, there's no reliving. Everything we have is now, so please forgive me if I come on superficial. You know the life I come from, you don't know the life I'm into. But the thing about it, that to me is not an issue. I don't judge, I just relate. It's not a product of the hate, but you can't see the shit within you like. Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry and Dan. Elliot, you must be one very proud young man this evening. Simply put, that was a staggeringly dramatic display of athletic ability.
Well, you know, you go out there and you give 110%, you want to play good, and, you know, you hope to play good. I think we played pretty good tonight.
Horrid mom big, I've been sinking in harm's way. Nobody but myself have been fighting in broad day. Had to take it in differently than I was. Still I stood persistent, even when it ain't enough. I had to make it something. Show up, stare them down, run up like I'm taking something. Put the barrel to their brains, make them pray for something. I relieve it just metaphorically speaking. It told me to hold it down, but never what to believe in. Surviving it from the sound. Now your heart while it's beating, so nobody is around to carry me while I'm bleeding. Vision's getting blurry, but I'm calm. I never worry about the time. We itemize it like a bill on 730. Make it split with donuts in the whip. With the money, make it flip. Fuck a chain, watch her a bitch. I'm living bummy. Stacking all my paper till I'm back with a new favorite attachment. Do the math to give it back to entertainment. Like, yeah. Cypher shit out right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's all in your head, no plots before this have been so profound. The plot is forming,
I'm silent and sound. I'm not performing, close my eyes and I just see red, like my blood is boiling. Told me they want you dead, I chose to ignore it. So go get the bag, stuff it with my corpses. Say you better run, say how wrong the sword is. They say it's a gift, so I chose to share it, tearing the hole right through your chest. It's an honor, I stay calmer with the rest and make it bomber. Wish you drama, keep your fire, want the smoke and you'll get hotter. I'm a truther, I'm a liar, but the truth is that you bought it with the dollars that you stole from your own mama. Thought you wouldn't get caught, but no, the truth is somehow karma find you, like it or not. And you can run from that shit, but just know the further you get, you only prolong it seconds, cause I'm coming for death. Yeah, it's all in your head. No thoughts before this. Been so profound. The plot is forming. I'm silent and sound. I'm not performing. Close my eyes and I just see red, like my blood is boiling. It's all in your head. No thoughts before this. Been so profound. The plot is forming. I'm silent and sound. I'm not performing. Close my eyes and I just see red, like my blood is boiling.
All right, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Bands and Burgers.
Bands and Burgers. Big thanks to Augie for coming through.
Yeah, Augie, definitely laying down the flow. Really tore it up in here.
Spitting
inside.
some mad flow.
Yeah,
Yes,
really
make sure you all you folks out there check out his social medias up here on the screen.
Follow him. All his links are right here.
Slide into his DMs, ladies.
So, unfortunately, I lost. Angel finally took the title. So
Give me that belt.
I must surrender the belt.
Champ.
I am convinced you cheated.
The people's champ is here, baby. Woo!
No, you got lucky.
I'm not gonna be a gracious winner.
I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it back.
I'm gonna rub it in your face all the time, and I'm gonna kick your butt next episode even harder.
Wish.
I'm predicting a clean sweep next episode. Clean sweep, baby.
Not gonna happen.
Speaking of which, make sure you guys tune into our next episode featuring
A Day to Remember.
It was great.